There's something about to happen inside Iran that we are not talking about. We already know that the plan of President Trump, Prime Minister Netanyahu, and Prince Reza Pahlavi has been for a while for the Iranian people to come out into the streets in large numbers after United States and Israeli attacks on the Islamic Republic, on the Basiji bases, the IRGC bases, the Kalantaris, bringing down the suppressing power of the Islamic Republic to such a low level where when the Iranian people come into the streets after the call to action by Prince Reza Pahlavi, for them to be able to have the upper hand. So we already know that that's the plan, and that will happen when Prince Reza Pahlavi gives the call to action. The Iranian people will respond. That's the known part. The issue is that as devastating as the attacks are for the Islamic Republic, there will always remain some armed forces of the Islamic Republic that will not defect, that will not run away, that will not retreat, that will not go stay at home. And some of the more ideological segments of the Islamic Republic will be armed, and they will be there to shoot and kill Iranian people when that day comes. Their ability to kill the Iranian people when they come out into the streets to take back their country is going to be significantly less than early January, when they killed tens of thousands of Iranian people, especially because now they don't have any backup. They don't have any central command that is speaking in their ear, being their eyes and ears, knowing where to go and where to retreat, where to use tear gas, where to use pellet guns, when to use live ammunition, when to just use rapid fire and shoot directly into the crowds of people. The command structure is not there. They will only have as much information as the eyes could see. All of that intelligence operations behind the scene, all of the backup that they had, everything that gave them confidence and everything that gave them direction before, it's all gone. And also, they're much lower in numbers because there are going to be many more of them that have defected, or many more of them that have just run away in fear or just surrendered. There's no intelligence like before, there's no communication like before, and there's no central command like before. And the numbers are lower. However, just by the mere fact that they are armed and the Iranian people are not armed, it will still mean that they could do a lot of damage. I don't know how somebody could prepare for this, but I do know that we need to prepare for this. My attempt here, given that I don't have the expertise and I don't even know where to begin, my attempt here is to start this conversation. We need to be planning for a conflict that on one side you have a huge number of unarmed Iranian people, and on the other side we have the most radical, the most ideological remaining parts of the Islamic Republic, parts of IRGC and Basij, that are willing to die for their Mahdi and for the continuation of Islamic rule. What is the strategy here? Among the people who have an audience, among Iranian people, what are we communicating with them here? I know we will have a plan eventually, but I'm hoping that by starting this conversation now, we have a better plan when the time arrives. I know a lot of you might be suggesting that, well, the answer is that we need to be arming the Iranian people, and I've heard many people argue for this. Here are some concerns regarding that. Remember, the Basijis who are responsible for killing the Iranian people in their uprising early January, they're wearing plain clothes. So if they are armed, and also the Iranian people rising up against the regime are armed, how do we even know who's a Basiji and who is a protester? With the Islamic Republic collapsing, I'm pretty sure many of the other IRGC members who used to have uniforms will also be wearing plain clothes. If now the Iranian people who are protesting are holding guns, then somebody who's holding a gun is not necessarily with the regime anymore. What is there to prevent them to just join the crowds of protesters, pretending to be with one of them while holding a gun, and then start shooting at them while they're in the middle of them or behind them? If the Iranian people are armed and the regime forces are armed as well, and both sides are wearing plain clothes, if the Israeli and American forces or drones are coming into the field to help the Iranian people, how could they even distinguish who's a regime force and who's not? Again, I don't know these things. I'm just asking. I'm hoping I get some responses in the comments, just because I also have a Persian audience, and I'm hoping that by understanding what the right strategy is. I'm hoping that by getting some conversations getting started here, maybe in the comment sections, I would have something to share with my audience inside Iran. I know the internet is limited right now, but it's not completely disconnected. So it's not like we're completely out of touch with them. Even if a limited number of our audience get this information, they would know how to spread that around. I'm not suggesting that this is the place that we figure this out, but I want to just encourage more people to come up with a strategy, to start having a conversation regarding what exactly the strategy here is. I know there's no way to avoid loss of life, but I'm thinking that by talking about it and strategizing ahead of time, we could reduce it. We could at least bring it to a minimum. So let me know in the comment section, and also please share this video so that more people start thinking about this. And also let me know in my next video, I'm trying to do daily videos here, what do you think I should be focusing on? Anyways, my name is Armin Navabi. I'm Israel Chai, Javid Shah, Payande Iran.